cochita de tequila llevo siempre el alma mía. Hello everybody, this is Ro. Welcome to the Tequila Princess channel. Today we're gonna be talking about what is Mexico. I wanna talk about Mexican music. I wanna share with you my top 10 favorite Mexican singers. This list will be in order of debut, who came first kind of list. You can find the links of all the songs that you will be seeing and hearing here down below in the description box. First of all will come as no surprise if you saw my Get to Know Me tag, Pedro Infante, my first love. Pedro Infante was a Mexican actor and singer from the golden age of Mexican cinema. He was born November 18, 1917, and he died in April 15, 1957. He started as an actor in 1943, but in that time, acting required a lot of singing. Overall, he filmed over 60 movies and 340 songs. He was a ranchera singer. That is a Mexican regional style that is usually accompanied by mariachi. This is a very short list of some of his most popular songs. But I want to tell you about a particular one, Las Mañanitas. That is like the happy birthday, but in Mexican style. You can find a lot of versions of Las Mañanitas, but the most popular one, of course, is Pedro Infante. And this is Also, he had many different topics. One example of the romantic ones would be Cuando salga la luna.
Cuando estoy entre tus brazos, siempre me pregunto yo, cuánto me debía el destino que contigo me pagó.
And a funny one, Carta a Eufemia. Woohoo!
Cuando recibas esta carta sin razón, ya sabrás que entre nosotros todo terminó. ¿Está bien? Bueno. Y no la des en recibida por traición.
The next one is probably one of the most prolific songwriters in the world, Juan Gabriel. He was born January 7th of 1950 and he died in August 28th of 2016 in 1972. He started with a single that was called No Tengo Dinero, and it was such a huge success that after that he recorded 41 albums that were translated to at least 10 different languages. That's impressive. He wrote 1,800 songs in total. Some of them were for him to sing, but many were also written for other soloists or groups. He also got his very own star in Hollywood's Walk of Fame. During his career, he sold over 150 million copies. He had a little bit of everything, from baladas to pop, ranchera, huapango, which is another regional style of Mexican music, all sorts of things, from the very move dancey ones like El Noa Noa. Another very popular song is one that he wrote for his mother, Amor Eterno.
Como quisiera que tú vivieras, que tus ojitos jamás se hubieran cerrado nunca y estar mirándolos.
Also, of course, romantic love was always there. The Siguaman.
Perdóname mi amor por todo el tiempo que te amé, te hice daño. Te amé de más y fue mi error, qué soledad, estoy sin ti, lo estoy pagando.
Okay, so now we're gonna start with women. The first one will be Judy. She was born January 6th of 1964. She started her career in 1978 as a soloist artist. So far, she has 29 albums released. From those, she has 30 million copies sold. Many of her songs are the kind of song that when you listen to it, you cannot help it but sing along. One of those would be La Maldita Primavera. That one is a classic. And also this one, Detrás de mi ventana. And now a much more recent song, Una Mentira Más.
Dime más, dime una mentira más que no lo pueda soportar mi alma. Una mentira mortal que no me dé oportunidad de volverte a perdonar.
Our next artist is someone that has always been super polemic and it's been surrounded by controversy. Her name is Gloria Trevi. She was born February 15, 1968, which means that her birthday was just a few days ago. She started her career as part of the group Boquitas Pintadas in 1985, and only 4 years later, 1989, she became a soloist. Since then, she has recorded 13 albums and counting, with a main focus on rock in Spanish and Latin pop. She also tried acting. She filmed 3 movies that were actually quite successful. Her music was usually very controversial because she liked to talk about very polemic issues openly on her songs. One song that I remember a lot from my childhood is Pelo Suelto. Because I remember one time I was with a friend at her house and we started singing this song, jumping on a bed until we actually broke it. For those who know me, I love karaoke, and in this list you will find some of the artists that I usually pick for my singing, and one of those is this one, El Recuento de los Daños.
Oh, no. No, no, no. No, no puedo reponerme de ese beso que me sube al cielo, que es el mismo que ahora me hunde en el infierno.
El Favor de la Soledad is a song that is powerful, like regaining control after someone left you alone.
Soledad, 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 hazme un favor, yo te lo ruego, haz que él sienta lo que siento. Soledad, 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 hazme un favor, yo te lo imploro.
We will continue with another gorgeous woman, Thalía. She was born August 26th of 1971, and she started her career with a group called Timbiriche in 1986. Later on, in 1990, she started her soloist career. With 25 million copies sold and 14 albums, she's one of the most important Latin artists. And she's also well known because she is Tommy Motola's wife. She was also an actress, so she is iconic for 3 telenovelas that were very popular. She was honestly not a great actress, but she was for sure entertaining. And originally she was only on the Latin pop But lately, she has been experimenting with bachata, reggaeton, and other Latin rhythms. Because she was always being talked about, she had this song, Arrasando, where she basically told everybody, you know what? I'm successful, deal with it.
Todos celos que me hacen cosquillas, que si engordo, que si flaco, que si no tengo costillas. Hoy tengo respuesta a cualquier encuesta, pues yo sigo caminando y también sigo arrasando.
Her songs usually are very strong and powerful, and a lot of them were also nice for dancing, like Amor a la Mexicana.
Pura caña, puro amor, amor a la mexicana, de cumbia, guapango y son, caballo, bota y sombrero, tequila, tabaco y ron.
But also she has a soft side, like for example with Equivocada.
Sé que me enamoré, yo caí perdida sin conocer que al salir el sol se te va el amor.
And now we're going back to the boys. Alex Sintek is our next singer. He was born September 29th of 1969. He started his career as a comedian in 1979 in a show called Chiquilladas. It was a children's comedy show, very popular at the time. Later on, in 1987, he started his very own group called Alex Sintek y la Gente Normal. In 2001, he switched to a soloist career, and he has kept himself busy. He has 16 albums and around 40 singles. He also participated in the soundtrack of a very popular movie called Sexo, Pudor y Lágrimas. He sings mostly Latin pop, Latin rock, and pop rock music. I had the chance to meet him 3 times. Once I took him on the plane, and later when I was working at the fancy hotel that I told you about, and I had the chance to help him at the store a couple times. I told you that he participated in the soundtrack of a very popular movie, so here is the song, Sexo, Pudor y Lágrimas.
Y es que todavía no encuentro lo que en mí sería normal para darte mucho más y entregarme por completo.
He also has some other rhythmic, upbeat kind of songs like Tú Necesitas,
Parecer me quedaré un poco más, a lo mejor y soy yo lo que tú necesitas. Parecer me quedaré un poco más, a lo mejor y soy yo lo que tú necesitas. Más.
or Bendito tu corazón.
Por eso voy a dejarte libre, para que el amor se vuelva más grande. Voy a quererte siempre, bendito tu corazón. Voy a dejarte libre, para que el amor se vuelva más grande. Voy a quererte siempre, bendito tu corazón.
The next lady is the daughter of 2 big Mexican personalities, Enrique Guzman, singer and actor, and Silvia Pinal, actress. Alejandra Guzman, she was born February 9th, 1968. She started her career as a soloist artist in 1988. She has been known to be a rebel from the very beginning. She is a rocker for excellence. Latin rock, Latin pop, rock, glam. She has so far 15 albums with 20 million copies sold. Her music is super energetic, is always very passionate and super inviting to sing along, to dance along. One of my favorite ones, in particular, Hacer el amor con otro.
Hacer el amor con otro. No, no, no. No es la misma cosa. No hay estrellas de color rosa. No destilan los poros del cuerpo.
And also a very danceable song that I just loved, Quítatelo.
Deshazte de la ropa apretada. Haz un poco lo que te dé la gana. Pero quítatelo.
another more calm and passionate tone, we have ¿Por qué no estás aquí?
Dicen que no soy la misma desde que te vi partir. Y es la abstinencia de ti. Tantas horas, tantos días que ya llevo sin dormir. Alucinando tenerte aquí.
And now, showing us that a beautiful face can also sing with a beautiful voice, Alejandro Fernández. He was born April 24th of 1971 and started his career in 1992 as a soloist artist. He began with the rancheras, but slowly he changed for a more Latin pop style, although he still mixed a little bit of the rancheras in between, or something that I would like to think as a pop ranchero. As a good Mexican, of course, most of his songs speak about love. One of those would be Como quien pierde un estribo.
Te quiero, qué pena verte perdido, como quien pierde una estrella que se le va al infinito. Ay.
The following song is sadly a very common story. Me dediqué a perderte.
Me dediqué a perderte y me ausenté en momentos que se han ido para siempre. Me dediqué a no verte y me encerré en mi mundo y no pudiste detenerme.
And of course, he also has some very more upbeat kind of songs like Tantita Pena.
Llevas en la boca tuya todo de mí. Llevo huella de tus besos, de la piel al corazón. Me abandonas a mi suerte tú, así sin compasión, así sin tantita pena.
We will continue with a woman that started a new trend in singing. Her name is Julieta Venegas. She was born November 24th of 1970. She participated with a few bands before starting her soloist career in 1996. She sings alternative rock, folk rock, Latin pop, and most recently, indie pop. Besides writing the songs that she sings, she also plays 12 different instruments. Amazing! I would like to introduce you to one of my also favorite karaoke songs, Sal y Limón.
Sal a tenerte cerca, siento que vuelvo a empezar. Yo te quiero con limón y sal, yo te quiero tal y como estás, no hace falta cambiarte nada. Yo te quiero si vienes o si vas.
Her music in general, I find it very different from everything else that I like. And this is one of the ones that introduced me to her singing, Hoy no quiero.
Algo se cayó, yo me rompí. Sucedió anoche, el sol para mí no ha de salir. No he despertado.
She also likes to use her songs as a way of speaking up. For example, Mujeres.
Las mujeres se están revelando, los hombres no saben qué hacer. Todas las fichas en movimiento, las reglas se vuelven a hacer. Las mujeres se están revelando, los hombres no saben qué hacer. Todas las fichas en movimiento, las reglas se vuelven a hacer.
And for closing up, drawing inspiration from Julieta Venegas, we have Natalia Lafourcade. I have always thought that her last name is French, so it should be pronounced something more like Lafourcade, but I don't think anyone in Mexico is going to pronounce it like that. She was born February 26th of 1984 and started her career as a soloist in 2000. Currently one of the most important indie pop songwriters and singers in Mexico, she's also a producer and a designer. We have something in common. And one thing that I love about her work is how evident her growth is, from the very commercial beginnings to the indie pop style that she has now, how she found her true voice. And speaking about that, this song shows precisely that, hasta la raíz.
Yo te llevo dentro hasta la raíz y por más que crezca vas a estar aquí. Aunque yo me oculte tras la montaña y encuentre un campo lleno de caña, no habrá manera, mi rayo de luna, que tú te vayas.
Now, this collaboration with Los Ángeles Azules completely reinvented the following song, and I loved it. Nunca es suficiente.
Y tú te vas jugando a enamorar todas las ilusiones vagabundas que se dejan alcanzar. Y no verás que lo que yo te ofrezco es algo incondicional.
Natalia has rendered homage to some of the greatest artists ever, like José José and Agustín Lara. And precisely from that last one, we have Farolito.
Farolito que alumbras apenas mi calle desierta. Cuántas noches me has visto llorando y llamar a su puerta.
And that's it! Those are the 10 Mexican artists that I like the most. There are many others that I also like, but I needed to choose only 10 or this video was gonna be just way too long. I made a playlist on Spotify specifically for you so that you can know this artist and feel free to explore them a little bit more. There are some other Mexican music styles that I did not include in this list because they are just not of my taste, like for example, banda or corridos, but feel free to explore them by yourself. So tell me, did you knew any of these artists? Have you heard them before, even only the name? Or maybe you found one or two that you would really like to hear? Let me know in the comments down below. I hope that you have liked this video. I made it with all my heart so that you know all the music that I love. So if you did, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit the beautiful subscribe button over there. Thank you for watching this video and see you next week. Bye!